I was 16, hanging out on 48th Street at Manny's Music almost every day. Henry let me play the guitars for hours, then he'd laugh and say, Richie, are you gonna buy a guitar today? I'd smile and keep right on playing, dreaming of the day I'd make it myself, not knowing what was waiting. I was bending blues notes on a borrowed guitar when a stranger sat beside me and joined my jam. The crowd kept growing with every lick we played, and then he asked if I was a Herman's Hermits fan. When the music stopped, he introduced himself. I'm Leck from Herman's Hermits, he said. Then he smiled and said, walk with me a while, as 1,000 thoughts went through my head. We were living a rock and roll fantasy, kids with guitars and impossible dreams. Every doorway open to another surprise, bigger than anything we could have seen. On 48th Street, the magic was real. Every day brought a new mystery. Looking back now, it still amazes me how close we stood to history. Another day at Manny's, I heard a guitar player unlike anything I'd heard before. My friend named Randy Wolf was tearing it up while a left-handed player shook the floor. Jimmy James was what they called him then, before the whole world knew his name. The two of them were making magic together, and nothing would ever be the same. They were just two young players that day, making music and having some fun. Nobody there could ever imagine what either one would become. We were living a rock and roll fantasy, kids with guitars and impossible dreams. Every doorway open to another surprise, bigger than anything we could have seen. On 48th Street, the magic was real. Every day brought a new mystery. Looking back now, it still amazes me how close we stood to history. One night Randy said, Richie, come on down, you've got to see this new band I'm in. So I made my way to the Cafe Where Jimmy James and Randy were jamming. After the show I headed backstage, saw Chas Chandler, the Animal, and Randy talking there. He said, I've got a plan for Jimmy and you. Come with me to England if you dare. Randy said to Chas, I'm only 15, you'll have to ask my mom if I can go. So Chas dropped a coin in a payphone slot, not knowing how this call would go. She said no, Randy has to graduate, England can wait another year. So Jimmy went off to London with Chas, while Randy's future One phone call changed the course of history. One answer changed the road ahead.